diagnosis going forward for you, and just relieved?
Yeah, big time. I think that it was pretty scary for the first few days after, and after the first CT scan, we weren't really sure what exactly was wrong. There was a lot of different fractures and stuff going on up there, and we went through another more invasive one 2 days ago and looked at it yesterday with the doctor, and everything was good. It was what we wanted to hear, and there's some fractures up there that definitely need to be healed, but they're nowhere near my eyes or my brain and stuff like that. So it's definitely a positive thing from yesterday.
Was surgery ever a consideration at
all? No. Well, I mean, it might have been considered if that was the case, but right from the first CT scan, it basically just showed that there was fractures, but they weren't displaced. So right from the start, the doctor said that there's nothing they could do with surgery. It's just a matter of those bones healing, and they're still intact and in place. They're just cracked. So,
in terms of the timeline, Ryan, because they are non-displaced, you're looking at 4 to 6. Had they been displaced, what would that have been?
You know what? I can't even tell you. We didn't actually go over that, so I'd be guessing for sure if I took a stab at that. So,
can you take us back at all? When it actually happened, and just, I mean, how scary was that for you?
It was, that was definitely the hardest I've been hit with a puck, because it hit me so square. It didn't kind of ricochet off. I didn't have a chance to move my face to the side a little bit. So when it hit, it definitely was scary. Obviously I knew that it wasn't in my eye, that not everybody else knew, but it was a scary time, because I kind of got a little dazed and didn't really know what was going on. I just knew I had to get off the ice because I was bleeding. So
you knew instantly, though. You knew instantly it wasn't affect your eye in any way. You knew instantly. Or?
Well, I knew. I mean, from what I could tell, anyway. Obviously, I knew it didn't hit me in the eye. I knew it hit me right in the forehead. So it was kind of a situation where my ears were ringing a little bit and stuff. And it obviously got a little better from there, and was able to go back and get stitched up. So.
Yes, if you look at the schedule. The All-Star break comes in there. Are you kind of looking at post-All-Star break, or have you really thought much about when?
Well, we've been looking at a calendar and stuff, and I was doing that this morning here a little bit, and the main thing is definitely we're going to let it, over these next couple weeks, let it heal, and they said probably 4 weeks from the time of the injury. So we're a week in right now, and in a couple more weeks, we're going to do another CT scan to see where those bones are, and hopefully they're kind of back where we need them to be, and I can start working out and get ready to play again.
So no working out at all until the bones get to a certain point?
I think, yeah, till they get to a certain point. They don't have to be completely healed, but the initial fractures and stuff, if you get the blood pressure going and stuff up in my forehead, they can affect the way those bones heal, and so I think we'll probably give it to the end of next week, and then I'll start working out and getting things going a little bit more on the bike and that stuff. So.
How often do we need to go back for checkups or re-examinations?
I think we're gonna wait at least 2 weeks now before I mean, obviously I see our doctors all the time. Dr. Milhouse is here every night, and I see him at the games and that, and we kind of evaluate things. And I've talked to him, every day for the last 5 or 6. So. But the actual scans themselves will probably wait a couple weeks, and because it's just going to show us the same stuff we have right now. So.
Yes, are you encouraged by how the team has played since you got hurt?
Oh, it's great. I mean, it's definitely a relief when you're in a situation like we are, and January is a big month to push. And I said that right off the hop is that's if it's going to happen anytime, it's kind of a bad month for it to happen when January is such an important month for our group. And it's nice to see that the guys were able to rally and play the last 2 games the way they had, and hopefully we can continue that way.
Does a scare like that give you pause about wearing a shield or visor?
Yeah, I mean, I think that it is a situation where most of the time I kind of can argue that the shield wouldn't have helped, but I think that in that situation when it hits you square like that, the shield definitely would have deflected that off, and that's something that I'm gonna evaluate when I get back here and probably try out in the skates leading up to when I'm back playing. So.
And when's the last time you ever played with any kind of facial?
Well, junior consistently. I mean, I played at the Olympics and and the World Championships with it because we're forced to. But most of the time, the problem is when I put a shield on, I wear it up on my forehead or up above my head. So I don't usually wear it all that properly anyway. So, with a scare like this, you definitely reconsider those things and look at the options, and I'll be trying different things out.